Hello, so apologies for this video going on slightly late today, but some of you know I've had a lot of trouble with a parcel, which I've finally got because I went to the depot and basically just asked for it, because it had been, you know, every day going back and forth from the depot and not being delivered. But anyway, this wasn't what this parcel was anyway. So this is a mask Hype sent me by accident that said I could keep it, and he sent me very similar ones to this before for free, so I appreciate that from him. And I thought I'd just do a little video review on it, like a simple one. So this is one of those like cheap Chinese but decent sort of, you know, just protective respirators. So what we've got in here is the mask and the actual guard, and he sent me a load of packs of these filters as well. So how it works is, I don't know if they've actually included one in there, so we'll find out in a second. Let's open the bag and take all the bits out. So what we've got here, when I unfold it, some paper in there, and is there a filter included? Right, good, there's a filter included. But what these are, it says they're KN95, which I think would be like FFP1, but these actually look a lot better than standard like FFP1 ones. If I get this one out, you can see it's actually like a ribbed sort of heaper looking design, so you could always put replacement filters in these sort of things anyway. So the early ones of these were basically a 3M rip-off, but they've sort of advanced a bit more since then. So you've got an actual proper sort of two-part head harness, which is nice rather than it just being one strap there. And you've got the rear clipping buckle. And then, interestingly though, that says Strong. So I wonder if that is like the actual same Strong brand one as that does some of the other Chinese masks. I imagine it is, like the Strong M50 and that. So what you've got in here, obviously, is a replaceable filter pad. Now, as that's, it's got a little one on this side that says pull this arrow this way. So is that what unclips it? Do they both do that, or does it unhinge there? So it unhinges. So that's a good design. It's just got a sort of hinge where the filter sits there. So essentially, that's your intake filter. The air gets breathed through there, in through that valve there, as you can see. Or nasal cup keeps it, you know, airtight. And then your exhale valve is there, that doesn't pass through the filter. So anyway, let's reclip this back together, which I assume is just a thing of closing that. There we go, yeah, that's clasped nice and securely. Now let's adjust it. And there's not much of a test I can do with one of these, but, you know, I might as well give it a go. So let's tighten that one up first, so it pulls tighter to my face. And then, let's get this stretched over. Probably need to adjust the straps a little bit more than that, but there we go. So, yeah, that's alright actually. So you can see my nose there and everything, so that's just clear plastic. But yeah, that's pretty simple design obviously, because you've just got the sort of filter pad just sitting there. And obviously it exhales just directly down. So in theory this wouldn't fog up your glasses either if you had glasses on, if I can do that. Yeah, because obviously the air is exiting there and you've got the oral nasal cups, so that's all working well. So yeah, it looks a bit strange, doesn't it? But I think these are actually alright designs, because they're just basically getting a simple filter pad, putting it in a case so it sits securely, and then using the proper respirator design. So yeah, that's alright, there's not loads to say about it. Let's take my glasses back off, and let's see now that I've sort of got it comfortable, if it will actually go on and off easier. So let's try doing it this way first, putting that bit on, then this bit, although that's probably not the way you're meant to do it. Yeah, that's that. Just pull that bit back up. Yep, that's on alright. It's quite hard to obviously pressure check this because of the design, but looks like it's doing it. Obviously I think we probably have to get it a bit tighter still to secure there, but I don't know if it's actually, like I said, got a proper pressure check thing. But yeah, this mask seems alright. Like I said, it's one of those simple designs that works relatively well, and I do like how these have evolved from just being a bit of a 3M clone. Because if you're familiar with the older versions of these, it was like that older 3M mask that has like a single filter on the front, and then they changed it just to do like the filter pad. But this one's actually, like I said, a bit more of an advanced design than that. So that's cool. So obviously thanks to Hype for sending it me. I'm sure like a lot of the Chinese stuff you can find it on various sites that sell Chinese things. And as I said, there's probably ways of actually... yeah, that's why covering it with my hands didn't work, because there's actually a little ridge there that lets air through as well. So yeah, the only problem with this is it's probably quite hard to fit test it to your face, but you know, it's a relatively simple design, because as I said, all you need to do if you want to replace the filter is unhinge this. There we go. You take that out. As you see, that sits into there like that. So the side of the writing on, by the look of it, just goes flat onto there, if I could manage it. There we are. That just goes flat onto there. You hinge that back closed. That snaps on there quite securely when it actually closes. There we go. And that's all secure and on. So yeah, it's actually quite a good design. I was just checking all the seals look alright there. Yeah, they're all securely in. So yeah, for what it is, it's quite good. You know, as just a cheap respirator, you know, in the sense of you could use it if you're working with dust, or, you know, with a good enough filter to avoid, you know, infections, which is probably what these are being marketed for at the moment. But there you go. Just basically a simple, straightforward dust respirator, essentially.